Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. As this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Easy, easy, easy. Hey, over. 2-2.
Murray on 3rd down. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Green.
They're going play action. It's Murray. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offensive line fast.
First down.
Another throw coming from Murray.
First down, Minnesota.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15.
Come back. Omaha. Green. Omaha.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Jefferson complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Setting him on the dime. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd 10.
That run may not have got you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Williams. And this is another one too close to that defender block. Knocked away again, and this time it forces 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
He loses it on the hit! Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
Now That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, it's Murray. Taking a deep shot here. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Now on fourth down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at third and very long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Biggest. Hey.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's how.
Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, Williams to throw. Not much scoring at this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Still working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Williams sends this to the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's going to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears tie it up as he nails his 1st try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pushing the tight end over.
2-2.
First and 10, Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air, Murray. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. We've set of downs for them from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen block. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Now Murray on the play fake. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
Figures. Omaha.
Third and long for him here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
It's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there. Unable to bring it in.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. It just did not work out this time around.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Escapes the pocket. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Murray thrown again on second and 10. Completed right side to Addison. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Play action now, Murray. Caught just shy of the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. He finds him right side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. The first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
At their own 30-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burton. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Another carry for him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pick of a 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Williams from the gun. Connects on the crosser. It's inside the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. The Bears tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Miles Price. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
up 2nd and 7.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Ball.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
Hey, guys. Empty.
From the gun, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
The Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Quick slant to Hawkinson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense in the hurry up here.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bears.
Throwing again, Murray. Same guy, here's Hawkinson again. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Vikings grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Williams. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the one back on the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, here's Swift. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going deep here for the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Tom. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Listen, everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Here's another for it. This time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Goes to the hurry up here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Put the body on the line set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
And the Vikings, first down.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's another Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Right up. Oh, he lost the football. Bears say they got this one, and they did.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
On first down, they'll run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Vikings take over with a chance to win this game.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
They'll run here on first down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Back to the well again. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. They give it to him again. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Through the tension and pressure, Will Reichert out to kick. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. So they'll decline this and take the result. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road.